I'm welcome to Gameplan with Marcus Hersh. Gameplan is a product the Other Racing Forum puts out digitally nearly every day of the week, a handy thumbnail of racing around North America. Weekends and holidays have stakes picks grids, and every time there's a game plan, there's a playbook. Playbook is a listing of horses that DRF handicappers think might be worth a bet in some way from around the ovals. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. And I am focusing on Monmouth Park for Saturday, May 25th. They have a multi-stakes card. And I went through it pretty carefully yesterday, Thursday, and came up with a horse in the Grade 2 Monmouth Stakes, $200,000, mile and eighth on the turf. And that horse is number one, Monarch's Glen, listed at 8-1 on the morning line. Yeah, could be 8-1. I think that's reasonable. Probably the favorite / one to beat, air quotes, in this race is Synchrony, a horse that I've always been fond of and have covered on many occasions since he's been based for a couple of years at Fairgrounds, a track that I cover each season. And Synchrony is fine. I mean, at his very best, he would be formidable in this race. I'm just wondering where that horse is right now in his career arc. Blinker's experiment last time for a shot at a Grade 1. She's never won, and they'd like to win. With him, he's a horse, could have a stallion career of some sort. But that didn't really work at all. He ran perfectly fine in the Muniz Memorial, which was that weird slow creased race. The bricks and mortar struggled to win over Marketoff, who was in this race as well. But I just think that I wonder if he's going to get all the way back to his best this year. I know he was about that level over the winter. I'm a little bit skeptical, and there's some very solid other alternatives in the Monmouth Stakes. But Monarch's Glen is a horse that I noticed on stakes nominations in April. Before he ever ran in this country, he is a Juddmonte Farms homebred, 5-year-old gelding, one of the rare horses by the great Frankel that's based in the U.S. right now. Bill Mott trains him. He was not a top class animal by any stretch of the imagination overseas, but he did show quite a bit of ability, getting up to the Group 3 level win in fall of 2017 at this very 9 furlong distance, albeit over a straight course at Newmarket. I do think the distance suits him well, and in his U.S. debut, the opening verse stakes at Churchill, he was away slowly, which really compromised his chances. And not only that, he was taking a big hold of at the back of the field, which seemed to be the strategy before coming with what I thought was a very encouraging homestretch run. While he had no chance of the winner, he did make up a considerable amount of ground and had the second fastest closing quarter mile in that race while going a 1 mile trip that I think is short of his best. I am hoping that he gets into the race a little quicker this time. I don't think he's going to be a pace player by any stretch of the imagination, but if he could just sit mid-pack or even closer in attendance to the leaders while near the back, I think that his kick is going to be formidable. I expect a decent amount of improvement. He's only run 12 times as a 5-year-old, and this being his second start in the States after a kind of abbreviated 2018 campaign, this is a horse that I think has some upside at a price and might win the Monmouth Stakes on Saturday. Good luck to you.